Hi, my name is Paige and this is my story time. Before we get started with the first video, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Paige. I'm a English major at Eastern Connecticut State University. This is my dog Miley, and she's going to be helping with the videos. And in these videos, what I wanted to do was I'm going to read you a book, and then we are going to do an activity. So we're either going to do a baking activity, we're gonna do a craft, or we're gonna do a science experiment. So yeah, I hope you're as excited as I am for it. So I thought for our first book, we could read If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, written by Laura Numeroff, illustrated by Felicia Bond. If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. When you give him the milk, he'll probably ask you for a straw. When he's finished, he'll ask you for a napkin. Then, he'll want to look in a mirror to make sure he doesn't have a milk mustache. When he looks into the mirror, he might notice that his hair needs a trim, so he'll probably ask for a pair of nail scissors. When he's finished giving himself a trim, he'll want a broom to sweep up. He'll start sweeping. He might get carried away and sweep every room in the house. He may even end up washing the floors as well. When he's done, he'll probably want to take a nap. You'll have to fix up a little box for him with a blanket and a pillow. He'll crawl in, make himself comfortable, and fluff the pillow a few times. He'll probably ask you to read him a story. So you'll read to him from one of your books, and he'll ask you to see the pictures. When he looks at the pictures, he'll get so excited he'll want to draw one of his own. He'll ask you for paper and crayons. He'll draw a picture. When the picture is finished, he'll want to sign his name with a pen. Then he'll want to hang his picture on your refrigerator, which means he'll need Scotch tape. He'll hang up his drawing and stand back to look at it. Looking at the refrigerator will remind him that he's thirsty. So he'll ask for a glass of milk. And chances are, if he asks for a glass of milk, he's going to want a cookie to go with it. So, to go along with If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, I thought we could try to make chocolate chip cookies. So, let's get started. So, just a few suggestions before you start making your cookies. The first is to get help from a parent, guardian, or adult in your house. We're going to be baking, so it's best to have someone there to help you. And another thing is to wash your hands before you start. We want to make sure our hands are clean. Our ingredients will be on the right on the notepad, and the picture will show the ingredient we need along with the measuring tool we need to measure it. So our first ingredient is 2 1/4 cups of flour. As you can see, our second ingredient is going to be 1 teaspoon of baking soda. The third ingredient we need for this recipe is 1 teaspoon of salt. Our fourth ingredient is 1 cup of butter, and that's usually 2 sticks. We are also going to need 3/4 of a cup of regular sugar. We're also going to need 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. Our next ingredient is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We are also going to need 2 eggs. And last but certainly not least, we need 2 cups of chocolate chips. So now that we have all of our ingredients, the next thing we're going to do is start combining them. So our first step, we're going to mix together the 2 1/4 cup of flour, the 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and the 1 teaspoon of salt. I made little videos that repeat so you can watch the steps over and over if you need to. Our second step is to simply stir the ingredients together. Your next step is to mix together the 1 cup of butter, the 3/4 of a cup of sugar, the 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, and the 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Next, you're gonna add in your flour mixture. I usually do this by putting a few scoops of flour in, letting it mix all together, and then I put a few more scoops in, and I keep doing that until everything is mixed in. Step 5 is to add in your eggs 1 by 1. In step 6, you're going to add all of your chocolate chips. Next, we're going to put our batter onto our baking sheet. Now, I have a special tool for this step, but if you don't have it, just use spoons, and in rounded tablespoons, you're going to put the dough onto the cookie sheet. So, you need to heat your oven to 375 degrees, and you're going to bake your cookies in the oven for 9 to 11 minutes. Now, I usually put them in for 9 minutes, and then when the timer goes off, I check them and see if they're golden brown. If they're golden brown, I take them out, but if not, I put them in for about another 2 minutes, and then I check them again. Congratulations! You've made your cookies! I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching!